You folks need a battery? Pick a battery, any battery. I'm sure they work. Just have a little bit of faith. Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the Killer Trucker. And we've got a load that's going to take us to Arizona. I'm just waiting for the dispatch. And doing my pre-trip. You folks are going to love this. This is why you need to do your pre-trip, okay? Wait till you see this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my lights on. All right. Hey, the one that we exchanged, still working. Great, that's awesome. That's not awesome. But thankfully, when we bought a bulb, we bought 2 of them. So, we're good to go. Okay, do you folks remember how to do this? We're gonna come over here. You got all these different lights. This is like the high beam. This is the yellow marker. This is your low beam right here. So we're just going to twist that. And should be able to just pull it right out. Okay, I think, yeah, we got to take it that way. There you go. So now we just need to unhook it from this thing right here. So you're just going to, just pull it loose. You're going to have to unhook, or put your fingers underneath there, your fingernails, and just kind of pull. Kind of hard to hold the camera and do that at the same time. By the way, there's 2 of these things. There's one on the other side too. So if you just get yourself to lift this part up, you should be able to pull it out. Took a little bit of doing, but I got it up. And just pull this loose here. With one hand, like what I'm doing here. Oh, wait. You know what? I'm doing that the wrong way. Do not take off this. It's this. You want to pull these right here. Pull these black things. And there we go. Let's go ahead and replace that. This is what you need for an International 2019 International LT. I got this from Love's. This is the brand new one right here. Don't touch the glass. All right. Gonna go ahead and put this right back on here. Make sure that snaps into place. And we'll just go ahead. Now one of our viewers, I'm sorry I forgot your name, had said it's a good idea to wipe it clean. I think that's what he said. So there's little notches on here. You're going to want to, you can see there's some notches. There's some notches. There's a notch there, and there are some notches on this as well. So just need to line it up and get it in there. A little bit of a tight fit there, but we got it. Let's test it out. Voila! There we go. Awesome. Yes, I am the Killer Awesome Trucker. Yes, I know I only changed the light bulb, but, you know, like I said, in the one video, previously, not previous to this, but in the past video, not everyone can, you know, do this. I mean, don't take things for granted that people know how to do this. So, yeah, we're all good.
Port at Mills.
Yes, can I get the shipping receiving?
How can I help you?
Well, I'm checking to see if a load is ready to pick up.
What is the order number?
It is 83.
Yes, that looks like it's ready.
Good deal. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
All right, bye. So, as you can see from the phone call, the load is ready. Here's the information right here. Now, let me zoom in and we'll highlight. You'll notice that there's a pickup appointment between 7 o'clock, right now it's 9, but of today and then tomorrow. Just because it looks like you got a window to pick it up, don't assume that it's ready. There's been 3 cases now on this show where loads were not ready to be picked up. One of them was that load from hell. It was a 5-part series over the course of 11 days, and it was not ready to be picked up on the first day. So go back and watch that video if you haven't seen it. It's in part 1. The second time it happened was when we were going east. One of the loads wasn't ready. If I remember correctly, it was around, I think it was around the Atlanta, Georgia terminal. So when they said it wasn't ready, it was just kind of like, okay, well, we're dumping that one, we're getting something else. The third time this happened was just before this. We didn't get the load because I decided to come to the Denver terminal to get work done on the truck. As far as the well, I thought there was a problem with the air system. There wasn't. However, there was a problem not with the starter but with the connections from the starter to the battery, so they got that worked on. But we were going to be picking up a load from Miller Coors, and I was ready to go down there and get it, and I didn't. I went down to the terminal and I called the Denver planners to let them know, hey, this is what's going on. And they said it wasn't even ready. So that's the third time already. So don't assume that it's ready. Give them a call. Don't be afraid to call them. If you can't get a hold of them, send a message send a freeform message and say, hey, can you check and see if this load is ready? I'm not able to get through to them. If you're in a good parking spot, don't just willy-nilly drive out there and then find out you have to get turned around and come back. It's a waste of time. Don't waste your time. It only takes a few minutes to make that phone call, and it's a lot better than wasting a lot more time having to drive over there, waiting in line maybe, checking in, and then finding out they don't have it ready. So take my advice. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah. Well, no, it does cost something. In order to take my advice, you have to click that subscribe button, okay? That's the cost. Doesn't cost any money. You just have to click the subscribe button. Okay, we haven't been dispatched on the load yet because the truck was still in shop status. So if that ever happens, just head back over to the shop and say, hey, can you get my truck out of shop status? And I think there might be 2 systems. I know there was, where was it? I think it was back in Kansas City. Like they were showing that it was out, but the driver leader planners or something were saying that it still was. It takes a little bit for the system to update. Sometimes they get it in one but not the other. Now, if you have gone through on-road and you're not at a terminal, remember you're going to need to send a macro 55. Not just a macro 55 to say, hey, you know, I broke down here, but you need to send a macro 55 stating that the repairs are complete, and then that way they can release you from shop status. So just keep that in mind, so that way you can keep your wheels turning, you know what I mean? You folks know how I was joking around how some the terminals that I've been to have been racist against pretzels. Not Denver. Not Denver. Yeah. Denver, you got it going on. You got freaking pretzels. See? Look at that. Denver's all inclusive. They got the chips and they got the pretzels. Thank you, Denver. You're awesome. Not only that, both of the dryers were out. They weren't working. Now, last time we were here, there was only one that was working. On this trip, neither one was working. They got them fixed today. So I don't know if that one dryer had been broken this whole time or if it just rebroke. But they're both working now. So once again, Denver, props to you. You folks are doing a good job. Harupa Valley, what's up? Harupa Valley, you need to fix those showers, the ones that are broke. Remember, I pointed that out to you? Yeah, you need to get those fixed. Maybe they have been by now, I don't know. Okay, the dispatch has come through. Woo! Now, I've already done the pre-trip, but I didn't put it in my clock yet because I didn't want to start my clock because who knows? I don't know how long it would have taken for them to get it ready. So I started my clock now to show that my pre-trip was done. Let's go ahead and show you a satellite view of the place. It's right here. Now, it was saying that you need to drop the trailers on the left. Now, you may be thinking, which way's left? I mean, you know which way's left, but my left, your left, you know, which way are you facing? My guess is that we'll be coming in from the east going in because there are trailers on the south, and I believe that's where you drop off the trailer. Now, this load already has a trailer already set for us, so, and it doesn't look like there's really any good place to park. So my plan is to, once we get to the shipper, I'm going to go ahead and go into the area, find a spot, back up. I won't drop the trailer, but we're going to get ourselves a spot, back up in there, and then I'll go check in. And then once we get the information, we'll go ahead and drop the trailer, get our loaded one, and be on our way. Let's ride! We're here. Had a little bit of a blind side to do, but to help out with that, I moved the dash cam over to the window. As you folks know, I've done that before. It's another way for me to be able to see what's going on back there, but there's still a bit of a blind spot, but it helps, just like the mirrors help. If you want to complain about backup cameras, side cameras and stuff, well, then you might as well just rip off the mirrors off your truck. If you're going to do that, you might as well just rip the mirrors off your truck if you're just going to complain about backup mirrors and stuff. So use whatever tools that you've got to try to make things a little bit easier. I still had to get out and look, all right? Because it got to a point where I still couldn't see what was going on over there. But at least I was able to see a little bit more. So it saved some time from having to get out and look several times. Like several hundred times. Because you're like trying not to get the back end of the trailer to hit and, all this other stuff. And I thought I had it set up right. But every time I started to back up, it kept turning the trailer towards the other trailer, and I was trying to swing it in such a way so that way when I started backing up, the trailer would swing and straighten up. Didn't quite get that. I'm still trying to master the art of the diagonal parking, so I'm getting better though. I am getting better than what it was. At least I know how to move myself around and get it fixed, and the end game is the important part. Did I get it parked relatively straight and even? Yes, I did. And did I hit anything? No. So that's what's important. All right, let's go ahead and check in so we can get on our way to the Phoenix terminal. Once again, it's not a killer awesome trucking series or episode. If something doesn't seem to go wrong. Well, I got the tandem slid to the 40-foot mark. Now I'm trying to get this out. But the problem is that the trailer I wasn't moving at all. Let's try it again. Well, with what happened in Texas, I decided to go underneath and hit the brake drums with my mallet, just in case to see if they were locked. And if you remember, I've experienced this before, where the truck just would not go anywhere, and that was because one of the lines came off. I took them off and put them back on. We've got nothing. But let me go ahead and try this again. And of course, yeah, I got mud on me now. Jeez. This had to be the whole thing is in the mud. A warning light did come up here in regards to air pressure, but it's not showing now. I don't know. Let's see if this works. Oh, we're moving. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. I think I solved this on my own. Holy crap. Let's see if I got it back at the 40 foot. I had to move the wheels back a little bit to get my tandem stopper out. Not yet. It's almost out. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, it's... Where's it at? It's almost out. Just a little bit more of a push and it should be fine. Of course, if these are popped out, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, that one's out. That one is out too. Okay, you know what? We're fine. I'm going to go ahead and put in the L call, and we'll go ahead and get out of here. Okay, so wow. Here's the situation where the mallet on the brake drums actually worked. We weren't moving before. Moving at all. But I went underneath, hit the, got mud on my face, hit the brake drums with the mallet. Remember, not the brake pads, the brake drums. Just lightly. Along the brake drum where the pads are at, just on the drum itself. Do it on all 4 of them back there, and it worked. Oh, thank goodness. Oh man, let's get out of here. By the way, we won't be doing a POV drive because we've already done one, going from Denver to Phoenix, so we won't do it on this one. Now we will do it during the other seasons, like spring, summer, fall, just so you can be able to see these drives in different seasons. But as far as the winter season is concerned, yeah, we've done that already. So I will go ahead and meet you at our next stop. Okay, we are at our rest stop. It's just south of Raton, New Mexico. This is not the greatest of rest stops as far as parking is concerned. It's only on the side. Ugh, I almost had a little bit of trouble trying to get my trailer swung around, but I got it. I hope one of the airlines didn't bust because there was a hissing sound. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It stopped when I turned the truck off, but I think I'm gonna need to do an air brake test when I get back. I was trying to get this to record here in time. These were down to where the air pressure warning signal came on, and it was close to 100. Look where it was down. All right, I gotta do my counting here. Listen to it closely. Do you hear the hissing sound? It's up to 100, but it almost took 60 seconds to get up there, and it did not do that before. But I can't get it up past 100. Oh, come on, I'm trying to get home. It had to happen in New Mexico. I knew something was going to happen in New Mexico, the land of EnTRAPment. There's always something happening. Well, I don't know. In my history, there's always something happening. Found out what it is. It's this. I pull that. It's fine. There's a lake. Son of a gun. Unfreaking believable. It's going down. Not the air pressure, but well, it did go down a little bit. It's a little bit more quieter now than what it was. Maybe I worked it out. Nope. When I step on the accelerator, oh jeez. have to check the airlines. Okay, I've got this in. There's no hissing sound. It's not the trailer brake. It's not the tractor. It's the trailer. Something's going on here. When I start up my air brake test, this is where it started. Now, it has not gone down any further than that, but this is where my air brake test started, and that was when it was up at 100. Okay, this is weird. That seems to be okay now. I went ahead and feathered the brake until the spring brakes came out. Then I went ahead and started it, and everything is working normally now. And it's not hissing either. You can't hear any hissing. But then again, both of the brakes are out. That's right. I haven't pushed them in yet. Huh. Okay, so there it is, at full. That's where the governor cutout is. What happens if I push the trailer brake in? It's already going down. Look at that. It's going down and the engine is on. Now the hissing dies down around 100 psi, it looks like. That's not right. Okay, watch where it's at. I'm going to turn this off. You can still hear it. Let's wait for that to die down there for a moment. There is a Love's, but it's about 80 miles away. Not for parking. Okay, it's dying down there. Let's turn this back on. Let's see what happens. Look how much it lost. So I am going to disconnect the airlines and reconnect them. I don't know if that's the problem or not, but might as well try to do as much troubleshooting as we can. Okay, I may have found the problem. That's in a little bit. But look at this. I think I just need to pick this out. I think it'll be okay. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. It was worth a shot. I got the thing on. It went down to 100 psi. There is a truck stop near here. I'm going to try to get to it. I do know the spring brakes work if it gets too low, so we'll be fine there. Okay, so there's a truck stop 16 miles away. It shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to get there. That's where we're going to go. That's where we're going to shut down, and that's where I'm going to send my MacLeod 55. So let's get going. Okay, so we are here at Russell's truck stop. And oh my goodness, I am saving this on my Garmin as a favorite. This place is huge. There are tons of parking here, and there's even a dirt lot where you can park. It's like an overflow area. This is not a major chain. It's a local truck stop. It's got an awesome diner. I mean, take a look. It's got showers. It's got laundry. Unlike that Love's truck stop we went to. Crazy. And here is the menu. Let's take a look and see what they have here. You know what? I'm going to get myself breakfast. I mean, tomorrow. Not today. Beef, chicken, pork, chopsteak, pot roast. My goodness, I can have myself like a real freaking meal. Man, I don't know what I'm going to get. Salads. Chicken wings. Oh, this opens up. Burgers, sandwiches. Look at this. New Mexico tortilla cheeseburger. A burger and a grilled flour tortilla with American cheese dice. Of course. Of course there's going to be green chilies in it. It's New Mexico. Loaded cheeseburger. Sauteed mushrooms, bacon, diced green chili. Patty melt. I love patty melts, by the way. What's this? Oh, bacon cheeseburger. Mexican chicken sandwich. Chicken fried steak. I haven't had that for a while, but I'm just not hungry for it right now. Strips of steak topped with Swiss cheese. Club sandwich. New Mexican plates. Enchilada, burrito, crispy taco. Specialties. Look at this, Mexican hamburger steak. She's served with chili fries. Oh, a chimichanga burger. Ooh. Yes, I'm thinking that. Chili fries. Then there's a la carte down here. And I'm sorry, was there breakfast here? Probably. Oh, hold on. Do we get sides with this? No. Oh, wait a minute. Served with chili fries. So, they've got onion rings here somewhere. I saw it. There it is. Yeah, I'm getting myself onion rings too. Okay, just got Back from dinner, a real meal, which was awesome. The reason why I didn't shoot a video is because the truck shuts off. The reason why I didn't shoot a video was because I basically invited my wife to dinner. So that's why I have these on. We were talking and stuff, but I did take pictures. So here's a picture here of the plate of the what was it? A chimichanga burger? I can't remember what it was now, but it was in the menu, which we got that on video, with chili fries, green chili fries. So there's like green chili sauce on it, and here's a picture here of the I cut open the burger, so you could see the cross section, the inside of it. Not much to really see, but I figured you might want to see what it looks like on the inside. And then here's a picture here of a close-up picture of the chili fries, and it's not spicy at first, but when you're done, you can definitely that spice remains with you. But it's good. It's really good. And very unique. I haven't seen anything like this. And as far as real Mexican food, I mean, you got to come over here where where you're closer to the border of Mexico. There's like really good stuff. But I also, for dessert, got a lava cake with a scoop of ice cream on top. Because, of course, right? So here's a picture of that. Was it still good? Absolutely. It was definitely, it was definitely still good. Yeah, this is a new favorite place. I am saving this location in my Garmin, and it is 8:02, and there are still plenty of parking spots out here. So if you want to run your hours and run them late and you need a place to stay, right here, Russell's Truck Stop, just north of Springer, New Mexico. This place is awesome. Make sure you've got some money before you come here, because you gotta hit that diner. You gotta hit that diner. That was awesome. Yeah, I hope they have a breakfast menu. I hope they have a breakfast menu because it's gonna be awesome. All right, so I sent in my Macro 55. You may have heard the yeah, they got a thing there. Thank you for the update. Thank you. What are you going to do about it? No, thank you. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. I got a leak on the trailer, Could I still drive with it? Yeah, I probably could. But it didn't start out this way. And when we were... when I was going, I say we, but we didn't do a POV drive on this, so you weren't really with me on that one. When I was going through the mountains and the hills and stuff where the border of Colorado and New Mexico were at, I had been talking to my wife, and then I lost the signal, and I didn't hear any hissing. I would have noticed it. I would have picked up on it. But then once I got past all that, I started talking to her again, and I noticed, because we lost connection, or she needed to hang up real quick, something like that. But then I heard the hissing. I'd be damned. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And I stopped at a rest stop, and that was where we were troubleshooting stuff. So it happened when we got into New Mexico, the land of enchantment, or what my best friend would call, because he lived in New Mexico, he calls it the land of EnTRAPment. I just had this feeling that something was going to happen the minute I got into New Mexico. I don't know what it is with New Mexico. The food's great, but your state is cursed. I don't know what it is, but every time I go through New Mexico, there's something. The last time I was here in New Mexico was at Pruitt, and you remember what happened over at the Biopapel paper, whatever? We were stuck for over 15 hours because the South docks were shut down because they were frozen. And they were only taking like a couple of trucks at a time. We were there for over 15 hours. New Mexico! What is it with New Mexico? Can someone please explain that? I don't know. I mean, my experience in New Mexico, it started in 2009 when my wife and I were full-time RVing, and we thought everything was going good. But apparently I didn't get out and look and notice that there was a leak. That there was a leak under the RV, I think for coolant or something, and it overheated and it blew the head gaskets just as we passed Tucumcari, New Mexico. Some of you may be thinking, oh God. Oh no, not that place. Yeah, that place. So we got towed to a rip-off RV repair place. Yeah, and I say rip-off because there's a hill that you have to go up, and that's where the RV struggled, and it was after that the head gaskets blew, and so that RV shop, repair shop, obviously they get business because there's quite a few vehicles that break down. So what do? They rape them is what they do. It costed $5,000 to get the stuff replaced. And they were trying to tell us, well, you might have to replace the engine, and that was going to be $10,000, and that's what we paid for with the RV to get it. Oh my goodness, the stress with that was just crazy. Rip-off, absolute rip-off. And me, I was afraid of taking the RV any further in fear that something else would break because I wasn't sure about the quality of their work. So we took the RV to an RV park there in Tucumcari, and we stayed there for about 3 months. Both my wife and I picked up some work while we were there, so that way we could continue making, our house payment, and just build up some money, and stuff before moving any further. And that's where I had worked at Allsups and also Circle K. So that's where my experience from Allsups first came from in regards to the deep fried burritos and green chili burritos and all that other stuff. The stuff that one of you folks there was saying that I would have to get out and look for a restroom. You folks are crazy, all right? You guys are crazy. But you know what? I love you. I love you. You folks are awesome. Killer awesome. Couldn't help but laugh when I wrote that comment. But yeah, then I wound up getting a job because I was wanting to wait tables because I knew I could get better money doing that. and I applied for work over in Amarillo. Amarillo was about an hour away, and it had, the bank that we go to, and there was a Walmart there. And I like the size of Amarillo. It's just the right size. It's got just about everything that you need, but it's not a huge metropolis. I mean, I like it. I really like Amarillo. But that's where I went and applied at the Big Texan. I figured, why not? And got a job there, and worked there for a couple of months, I think. Yeah, during the summer of 2009. Or was it 2008? No, 2009. And whoa, what an experience that was. What an experience that was. That was actually fun and interesting at the same time. Has there been any other time that I come through New Mexico and nothing happened? Well, yeah, there has been some time, but I don't know what it was with this trip. I just felt something's going to happen. Something's going to go wrong. It's not like I tried to curse myself. It's just the experiences that we've had on this series. Where this goes wrong, this goes wrong, I'm more surprised when things go right. It's just kind of like, well, what's going to go wrong this time? Oh, okay. But when something goes right and goes smoothly, I'm like, oh, well, that was nice. Oh, man. All right, so I sent in my macro 55. Oh, yeah, I already told you that, folks, that. Because they replied, thank you for the update. And I'm like, no, thank you. Now what? Oh, Lord. Oh, it's time to call it a night. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, good morning. After about 5 hours of sleep and the inverter beeping, I'm awake. There's still spots here. I mean, look at that. There's still spots. And there's still that dirt lot over there. I mean, I'm telling you, this is the place to go. Well, there is a repair service coming out in a couple of hours, so... And I, just in case, I double-checked to make sure that the trailer brake was still leaking. It is. Okay, the repair guy was here. He couldn't do anything about it. What it is, it's the tire inflation valve. And it was leaking pretty good. All he had to do was turn it off, and I no longer had that leak. So he was saying cold weather, things freeze can cause that damage. He doesn't have the parts to be able to replace it. So Swift Terminal is going to have to fix it. But that's pretty much it. I should have asked him, I should have caught him before he left, and because I just started moving stuff and putting things away because I was laying down. I should have asked him to show me where it was, so that way I could show you folks, so that way if you have that problem, you can turn that off. It shouldn't be too hard to find. He basically just went back there like within a few seconds and then came up and say, hey, take a look. So on one of our brakes, when I pull over, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to get out and look on YouTube and see if I can find out where that tire inflation valve is at. And then I can show you folks where it is. That way you too can get out and look and see if it's really that or not, if you have a problem with the trailer. So, does anyone else on any other channel use goal the way that I do? Are you not sure? Maybe you should get out and look and find out. Well, this is turning out to be a very interesting load. I just got pulled over by a cop, and he's doing a level 3 Department of Transportation inspection because there was a work zone. The speed limit here is 75. I can't go 75, but it went from 75 to 55. And there was, yeah, it was a speed trap is what it was. Yeah, just out of nowhere. But yeah, he's got my permit book, he's got the bill of lading, he's got my license. So what's going to happen? I don't know. He's right behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but obviously I'm not going to try to get him on camera. He's actually being kind of nice. Okay, so he's just given me a warning. I'm not going to show everything on this because it's got my private information on it. But he did a level 3 inspection. I guess it's a driver only inspection. I'm not sure what that is. But so it's just a verbal warning. I have to give this to my company, and they need to sign it and return it within 15 days. But yeah, I mean, the truck doesn't go, faster than 65. However, I was going downhill, and it actually made it quicker. And since that was 55, it wound up being more. So that's what happened. But anyways, I guess we're just continuing on here. Okay, we are in Arizona. We're at the Hopi Travel Plaza, which is near Holbrook, Arizona. Look at the clouds. Folks are like, why do you always talk about clouds? Flight simulator, that's why. So hey, I haven't had much chance to really, I haven't taken any breaks since I got pulled over from DOT. I just wanted the heck out of New Mexico before something else happened. And something almost happened here. I almost backed into another truck, but thankfully I got out and looked. And then I decided, screw this. I decided just to pull around and go park over there. I have to take my 30, so. So yeah, this, that was a construction zone speed trap is what that was. So basically it was at the bottom of a hill in a small 55 mile per hour zone, which I never saw a sign. He said it was on the ramp. What ramp? I don't know. But apparently it went from 75 to 55, and there was no warning. I've driven from the west to the east, and I've seen progressions to where it's like 75 and then 65 and then 55. That did not happen here. There was not even any sign or warning to show that there was construction coming up. So yeah, that was a setup. And they weren't working on anything over there anyway. I don't even know if they were really workers. It looked like they were like picking their nose, itching their butt, pulling weeds or something. I don't know, but it was not a real construction zone. I can tell you that much. Out in the middle of nowhere. I can paint a picture. That's how simple it was. As a matter of fact, I can take a picture. Here it is on the map, and then I'll show you a Google Street View, and I'll add some clip art to it. And that's pretty much what it looked like. Now, why is it that in real construction zones that I've seen, I don't see a DOT officer. But in this one area, this one particular area that had no construction and no warning whatsoever, there happens to be a DOT officer just waiting. And you guys know I don't speed. You've seen all the videos of the drives and stuff. Everyone is passing me. So, with all the trucks that fly through, you're going to tell me that they went after me? Because I'm a Swift driver, I guess. I don't know, but that's where we're at. I've got a little bit more driving to do. I'm actually going to go shut down in Winslow. It's hard to find really anything. I'm not going to make it all the way to Phoenix today. I was really hoping I could. But after that incident, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to slow to 60 miles per hour and whatever. I wouldn't have made it anyway. I mean, barely, maybe. But I'll definitely make it there tomorrow unless something else happens. I don't know. Never know with this show as far as what happens. My goodness, if this had been New Mexico, I probably would have hit that other truck. Jeez. Oh, man. And my trailer would have ran into his. But, and I was looking out the mirror. It's like, I see the trailer moving this way. So I'm like, okay, I should be okay. No, I was real close. Really close. So, I mean, I could still see some light in between the two, but it was close. It was too close for comfort for me. So I was like, well, should I pull out and move? And I'm like, screw it now. I just came over here. I'm only going to be here for like another 20 minutes. So, it's like, whatever. All right. Well, there's a Flying J over at Winslow. So I'll meet you folks there. Hopefully I'll do much better with parking. All right, welcome to Winslow, everyone. We're at the Flying J in Winslow. I think I have like 2 or 3 showers stacked up now. I just took a pull-through spot. I kind of had enough for today, so and it's a reserve spot, so I'm just going to go pay for it. It's just one of those things, you're just kind of like, screw it, I don't want to mess with it anymore. It's just been one of those days, so I'll pay the $15 or whatever. This is it, our final stretch. Well, kind of. We still have a fuel stop before this. But then after that, it's the Phoenix terminal, so got to build my air pressure back up.
Please drive to highlighted route.
And drive the highlighted route. And I will catch up with you at our fuel stop. Okay, so we are here at our fuel stop, which is a pilot in Mayer, Arizona, or Cordes Junction, somewhere around there. And there's like roundabouts that you have to go through that are not really meant for trucks. I made it through. I think the tandems kind of went over the curb a little bit, but there's like really no other way. It wasn't designed for trucks, yet they have 2 truck stops over here. So anyway, let's get this thing filled up. Exit 1 way, parking 1 way. Mexican food, real Mexican food, go to the right. This is kind of a twisted pilot. What got me is that you have to turn over to the right, but there was like, okay, that truck wasn't there. I don't think he was there, but still, I didn't think you could turn all the way over there when I went over there, so I had to kind of go through on the side, and there's like not enough room to really pull up and park either, not without blocking someone else's ability to get through. So I came around and parked over here is what I did. But yeah, just wrapping things up and Phoenix Terminal Swift is our next location, and that is where we are dropping off the trailer. I saw these. I thought these were interesting. Figured I'd share these with my wife. Well, I got her, one of her own. And then you got the whatchamacallit bar, but you've got the whoozy what's it by lazy millennial whatever Manelli whatever, I don't know. But hey, what happened to the thingamajig? There's a thingamajig bar too. I saw it once. Not when I was out, but it was a while ago I saw it, so. But yeah. Nah. We are here. The Phoenix Terminal. My goodness. It feels like it's been forever since I've last been here. Well, I tell you what, folks. I did not see that when I was doing my pre-trip. This was sitting flat on the ground. That thing has no tread. They got to replace that. This is why the fuel island at the Phoenix Terminal is awesome. They look at that stuff. Man, let me take a look at your lights. Let me look at those tires. Holy crap, what's this? I'm surprised. I mean, because, I go around and when I do the pre-trip, I check the tires and stuff. That ball tire must have been sitting flat on the ground because if I had seen that, I would have known. I would have noticed it. That's too obvious to not see it. But wow. I can't help but wonder if maybe that was caused when the brakes were broken, when the trailer brakes were frozen, and I was going around hitting the drums to loosen them up. I can't help but wonder if, well, no. At first I was thinking maybe the wheel wasn't turning, and it flattened out that tire, but no, it would have happened on the other wheel too. Oh my goodness, that DOT inspection. It's a good thing that they didn't do a level 1 inspection or a level 2. I don't know. We would have been placed out of service a while ago. Oh crap. Yeah, and seriously, it's like the other side of the tire is fine, but that side is not. I mean, you never know. And we've seen stuff like this on this show before, where there were things that I didn't see because it was sitting on the bottom where the ground was at, and I didn't see it until later. But yeah, so they're fixing that. They don't do windshield wipers. Darn. I was hoping that that could be something they do, but no. But yeah, I'm just waiting for them to do their magic, and we'll go and we'll drop this sucker off. We'll be done. Chiana, my girl, you deserve it. You deserve this wash. You've been feisty, but you've been good. Let's get you cleaned up. Well, not everything got cleaned. I guess I'll just have to detail it in my own way. Okay, so the trailer is dropped. What they wanted us to do was drop it at there was like a couple of parking spaces right there at the fuel island. And that's what it meant to drop the trailer. And then there's a yard dog that is taking it over to the trailer shop. So that sucker's been red tagged. It has a red tag on it. But that's it. I put the paperwork in the box. We're good to go. I took pictures of it just to make sure. So, woo! Time for some home time. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. Hope you enjoyed this episode and this adventure that we're having so far. If so, be sure to click that like button. and leave some comments, show your support, especially when you click on that subscribe button, because why wouldn't you? Right? I mean, it's there. It's saying, click me. So listen, listen and click it. Because amazing things happen, such as being part of our killer community and getting notified of future content uploaded to the channel. You know, one of those things. Such as this series and other series that I have on the channel. I'm going home. Yay! Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next adventure, the next cycle. We have a new cycle that will be coming up. Where will we go? Where will it take us? Who knows? I don't even know. You don't know, but we'll find out together. Have a killer awesome trucking day.